And Grant McCann has made plenty of changes from the side which played against Sunderland in the League Cup. Leicester's youth, the way to counteract them is to play the best youth prospects Hull City have got on offer. So Harvey Cartwright, Jacob Greaves, Festus Arthur, Callum Jones, they all come in. New signing Alfie Jones makes his Hull City debut tonight. Dan Batty captains the team, and he's joined by the rest of the bench from the Sunderland match as well in this starting 11. From the bench, there's lots of youth. There isn't a recognised first-team player. Look out for Billy Chadwick. He will be the most attacking threat of the substitutes this evening. Leicester into the box for their first opportunity to attack. A little ball cut back towards the penalty area. A little touch comes in. That was from Shade, playing from right wing, moving into the middle. And Leicester have it on this right-hand side now. Ball with Nduku, who's pushed right forward. Plenty in the box for Hull City. 8 Hull City players defending in and around the penalty area. They can't get it clear. First shot comes in, and Harvey Cartwright called upon with a save to his right-hand side. Big fizzing shot from Callum Hume. And referee this evening, Ross Joints, points for a corner kick. But Harvey Cartwright, first opportunity to don the green of Hull City this evening with his gloves, and he makes a good, strong save to start with.
Certainly was a good save, you know, and that'll do his confidence the world of good. It was a great strike, wasn't it, from Callum Hume in the midfield there for Leicester City. You know, really pressing from the off here. Leicester City really attacking us, which we expect. You know, they've got full of energy, full of youth, of confidence. But that'll do Harvey Cartwright's confidence the world of good. Great save.
Goal kick for Hull City. Cartwright goes to collect the ball, and Hull City setting up as though they want to take it short. Alfie Jones just waiting towards his right-hand side, and instead it's Greaves who waits on the left side of the 6-yard box, and he's the one who hacks it away up towards James Berry. Now gathered by Dan Batty. Space to run into as Leicester's midfield breaks down. Keane Lewis Potter left-hand side. Into the penalty area he goes now. A little step over, gets the shot in, blocked by Leicester City, who got back well, and it's cleared away by Leicester. Ball over with Festus Arthur, who's moved a little bit inside, playing right back this evening. Turns, gives it back towards Harvey Cartwright. Little touch on the right foot. Poor clearance from him. Invites Leicester City to have a chance. And in the end, he did enough to make the save. George Hurst is not going to get a better invitation all evening. And from the left side of the penalty area, he took the shot side-footed, but Cartwright got down early enough to take the sting out of the ball.
You fancy the strike, it's on you to just slide it under him, but it's a fantastic recovery save from Harvey Cartwright. You know, he got put into that situation there from Festus Arthur. You know, look, he should be playing forward there, Festus Arthur. Instead, he's decided to go back again to his keeper.
Here's Arthur. Simple first-time pass over to the right-hand side for Berry. He wanted to return it to Arthur. They got in a little bit of a muddle, so Berry still on the ball. Samuelson playing much more of a midfield role at the moment, as Batty currently sits further up the pitch, back towards Alfie Jones. Now Greaves. Can Hull City get it forward while Leicester's midfield is sitting a little bit deeper? At the moment, they're in almost like a 5-4-1 shape at this moment in time. Here's McLaughlin. Plays the ball cleverly through the middle into Berry. First touch for him. Left side of the penalty area for Keane Lewis Potter. Gets the shot away. Best chance for Hull City of the evening. And he couldn't find a corner. Well lowered down by Leicester's goalkeeper. And Keane Lewis Potter, just in the last few minutes, has tried to ignite Hull City into life.
Yeah, it was good build-up play as well, wasn't it? You know, keeping the ball. Samuelson on one side, dropping deep. Switching it over to his left-hand side. Getting into Keane Lewis Potter. Good turn and very aggressive the way his approach, you know, driving at the defence of Leicester City and getting onto his favourite right foot. Just didn't get a shot away, probably the way he would have liked. But again, a shot on target, which was good.
This is first outing for Hull City. Festus Arthur down the line, looking for Max Sheath, who's just got to play himself back away from Flynn. Festus Arthur caught dawdling on the ball. Leicester invited to come into the penalty area left-hand side, and Alfie Jones bails out Arthur. Well-measured run and a good standing tackle. Samuelson now right-hand side, looks to try and find Sheath, puts in a good slide tackle and has managed to get away from the Leicester man as well. Here come Hull City up the centre with Callum Jones. One man to his right-hand side in Berry. Edge of the penalty area, curling shot comes in and over it goes. Goal kick. Good confident shot from Hull City. Almost curtains though at the other end. Left side of the penalty area for Callum Wright. He's got one man to his left-hand side in Flynn, who'll play it in. Low ball! And it just went whiskers wide of the far post. Must have been an intended cross. In the end, it was more of a shot. It was that dangerous. Leicester City almost taking advantage of a little bit of sloppiness again from the Tigers. Working the ball into the middle now for Sam Hughes. Little touch with his right foot. Now tries and send it back where it's come from in Shade, who now again is just met by McLaughlin, stands his ground, a little bit of twinkle toes as he now floats the ball in, looking for the head of Hurst, and it goes towards the left-hand post of Harvey Cartwright. Best chance for Leicester City at the start of this second half, and that's a warning sign. Free kick, right-hand side of the penalty area, out by the touchline. Hull City have got 7 players on the 18-yard line, stood perfectly in sync with one another as Leicester City swing in this free kick. It's got plenty of curve to it, and Leicester break the deadlock, and it's Callum Wright, the man who's come up with the goal. A knee slide towards the corner flag, delight for him, and Hull City concede from a set piece. Leicester in front.
Yeah, they've looked threatening all evening on set piece, haven't they? Put some good quality in there. This time it was Ndukwu on that right hand side, left foot, just in swinging ball. Just got in round the back, and it was Callum Wright. You know, he's been bright all evening. Callum Wright, he's full of energy. You know, but this time, he's got on the end of the cross and just guided it into the bottom corner.
Opportunity knocking then for Hull City. James Berry, who swung in that cross, is headed over to the other side at the southeast corner to try and deliver. 6 to aim at in the box. Reaches Samuelson with a good flick. Now McLaughlin with the chance, and it'll be turned behind once again by Clark. Leicester had plenty of men inside the 6-yard box. It would have been real pinball if it had found its way through. Hull City with the good opportunity, but they're going to have to go a little bit closer. Gone for the big kick forwards down the middle. There's nobody running onto it, so this will trickle through to Harvey Cartwright, who just gobbles the ball up and dishes the ball out straight away towards Jacob Greaves. Little ball inside to Dan Batty. Had the opportunity to maybe hit it diagonally towards Festus Arthur. Instead goes to Alfie Jones. Of course, he was on loan at Gillingham last year, and that's Hull City's first opponent on Saturday. Dan Batty will want to be involved in that game. Billy Chadwick floats it in. It's a delightful ball into Keane Lewis Potter, who is unmarked, and the smallest man on the pitch has come up with a header, and Hull City are level.
It's a fantastic goal from Hull City, and well worked as well down this right-hand side. We've been probing on this right-hand side quite a few times this second half, but what a substitution. Billy Chadwick's come on, you know, delightful cross, and great to see Keane Lewis Potter in that number 9 role, where he's best, where he can finish. We talked about him last season, you know, he can finish with his head, with his left foot, with his right foot. Tonight it's with his head, and it's a fantastic finish back across the goalkeeper into the bottom corner. 1-1.
Ndukwu on this left-hand side sends the ball down the line for Will Russ, who's got to watch it all the way. He now gets the ball on his right foot. Stood up by Alfie Jones, now Pennant. The two substitutes combine. It's Pennant with the shot, and it goes just to the left of Harvey Cartwright's goal, who would have got there anyway because he'd managed to cover his post well, and the substitute almost had one of the final saves for Leicester, and it could be the final chance they have. We are into the final minute of the stoppage time here in the EFL Trophy. Hull City 1, Leicester's under-21s 1 at the moment. Callum Wright opened the scoring, Keane Lewis Potter with the equaliser. Free kick taken towards the right side of the penalty area. Sam Hughes got forward. Chance maybe for Leicester City as they try and get it down. They appeal for a penalty. And I think Leicester City have got the penalty right at the end of the game. And just looking to see who it was who went down. It was Will Russ who went down. And that is a pretty harsh decision in my book.
Yeah, it's such a shame, isn't it? You know, it was a long pump forward. Sam Hughes goes forward. The captain wins that first contact, guides the ball into that danger area by the penalty spot, and it's Will Russ, it's bouncing around. He just gets a touch on it over, I think it's Alfie Jones's head, but there's 2 players around him, and there's no malicious, nothing malicious about it. They just made contact with each other just as he got to that first touch, and he goes over and gives a penalty.
George Hurst then will hit this right-footed to give Leicester City the victory. Can Harvey Cartwright keep him out? He almost did. George Hurst slots it into the bottom right-hand corner. Fought for a minute. Cartwright was going to get there. And George Hurst, who's missed a couple of chances, has just taken the most precious one for Leicester. It's going to give them the victory with a stoppage time penalty. Hull 1, Leicester 2.
Yeah, probably undeserved as well, you know, like I say, second half we've been by far the better team. You know, it was a good penalty from Hurst, a little bit close to Cartwright. I think he'll be disappointed he didn't get a hand to it, but like you say, last 30 seconds or so of the game, a bit of a not really a nice penalty to give away. You know, it could have been avoided, and I feel for the players.